So people have been wondering why in the world I would create a channel that advocates for people to be selfish. I think that is blatantly obvious. Apparently it is not. So today I'm gonna entertain an answer, and it might not be the answer that people wanna hear. Let's get into it. All right, so here's the truth. I had been on a selfish journey for years. Why? Because I have seen so many women in my family give themselves to men, to children, to the whole entire family unit in ways that compromised their bodies, their integrity, and led them to being stressed, having anxiety, etc. And when I saw that as a youth, I, number one, was thinking, well, I can't trust or rely on men because they are constantly screwing over people in my family. So of course they're gonna do that thing to me, and I can't rely on children to make me happy because I see women in my family always stressed out. So what did I decide to do? I decided to push all that stuff to the side, and I became reliant upon Vanessa. I became heavily involved on what Vanessa can and cannot do and what I can and cannot control. And that is where I place everything in my life. So yeah, I became the strong, independent woman, and people see that as like this badge of honor, but it is not. Me being so focused on being self-sufficient actually messed up a lot of my friendships, relationships when I was young and even into college. And luckily, through the grace of a lot of my other friends and family and different conversations, I have been able to realize that as long as I'm showing up for myself and taking care of me, it's okay to give to others. It's okay to extend myself to others. And I didn't know that as a youth. I didn't think about that as a youth. And I definitely didn't know anything about balance being young at all. And now that I know what I know, I'm so much aware of how our childhood traumas show up in our everyday lives and how we make choices. And if we are not aware of those things, we can make the same choices that negatively impact us. I have been opening myself more and more to others as much as I can, but still taking care of myself. And that's the reason why I'm on this journey, to talk to other people about being selfish. What does that entail? How do you make that healthy? If you're someone who has a hard time doing that, or if you're someone who's really good at being selfish like I was, how do you create more space to like be open to what it takes to balance and be in these relationships where certain things can happen, but not being avoidant of those things happening. And so yeah, I'm on this journey like with you guys, and I'm interested and curious in learning how people are taking care of themselves while still showing up for others. Or if they need help in that area, like this is the space that I wanted to create for people to get as many tips as they could on how to make space for themselves and to create personal boundaries, because boundaries are both intrinsic and extrinsic. And that right there is like a wicked concept that I can't wait to unpack as well. So there's my answer. It's a toughie, but that is the reason why I will heavily advocate for people to be selfish in a healthy way. And I will always preface it by saying in a healthy way, because there's a very unhealthy way to be selfish. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Any more questions? No.